Okay, what do we got going on today? We are gonna cook today some baby back ribs, boneless chicken thighs. I seasoned those ribs and thighs with Nostat's signature spice. It's delicious. You got to give it a try. I'm gonna mop the ribs with a mopping sauce made of boiled water and onions, Worcestershire, mustard powder, and vinegar. That's just to keep it moist. I'm cooking over Santa Maria today, so I don't have a lid to put anything on. They're gonna dry out, so I gotta keep them moist somehow. So this is heated up. Raise her up pretty high because I want to start. It pretty high there. I'll throw these ribs on. The thighs are going to go on later. They're not going to take as long. Sorry for the video quality. Beautiful. Let those sit for a while. Come back and flip them and mop them. Okay, just an update. These have only been on 15 minutes. By the way, this is my first time doing ribs on a Santa Maria. I knew I'd come across some problems, but it's not that big of a deal. The meat is already tightening up after 15 minutes. Let's see that. What I am thinking I'm gonna have to do, probably within a half an hour or longer, is do a Texas cheat and wrap them in foil, which is fine. They're still gonna be good, and we'll get enough flavor from the smoke and wood. It's all good. Now I have flipped them. 20 minutes later, maybe. I just put another log in there. Now I want to get the ribs away from the direct flame, just because it's really hot. I got it set at the highest setting. It's hard to see with the sun. So I'm going to move the ribs over away from the flame, but there's plenty of heat still on those ribs. I just want to get it away from that flame a little bit. I don't want to brown too much. But they are looking good. Okay, it's time to mop. Since I've let these sit for a bit, I threw some baked potatoes on. Got the mop here. Keep that warm. Using my left hand, so it's going to be hard to do this. And all you got to do is just get some liquid on those ribs. That's all there is. The only reason for that is to keep them from drying out. There is flavor in there, no salt. Don't put salt in your mopping sauce because I've done that before. Big mistake. You already salted your meat. You salt your mopping sauce, just adding too much. That sounds good, doesn't it? Sizzle sounds awesome. Alright, so we got the mop going. Looks good. Okay, so still the Santa Maria is at the highest setting because it is so hot in there. I decided to add coals. The wood alone was given a little bit too much smoke, so I added some charcoal. These ribs do look fabulous. This is an hour into the cooking time right now. So I'm thinking I'm gonna wrap them soon. I don't think I want much more color than that, and I don't want them to dry out. I've been mopping them, but I do believe they need to be wrapped now. Okay, so this doesn't look anything spectacular, but I did wrap everything in here. The ribs and the potatoes were wrapped before. I've lowered the grill because it can take more direct heat now that they're wrapped. And I added some of the mopping sauce in with the foil so the ribs steam, and that's how they're gonna, moist heat is what tenderizes meat. So we'll see how they turn out. I'm gonna take them out of the foil later and sauce them up. Okay, I got a little update. I didn't think the potatoes would cook. up there, so I threw them right in the coals. Just for a little bit, just to get them started, and I'll put them back up on top. Okay, I've taken the ribs off for the time being. And the boneless chicken thighs are on there. I lowered the grate considerably so I can get some direct heat on those things. They don't take very long. Alright, that's after my first flip. Literally like 4 minutes. Added some wood there, get a little fire going. Boneless thighs you can grill, but you still want to give them a little bit of time to break down all the fibers. So I'm just charring them right now, and I'll probably lift up the grate later on just to finish off the cooking. Okay, so I have unwrapped the ribs and sauced them. Brown them up a little bit. I've decided not to sauce the thighs. That seasoning is enough for those. By the way, one of the best barbecue sauces you'll ever have in your life is that right there, Dean's barbecue sauce. Fantastic chicken and ribs, and if you ever do beef short ribs, best sauce ever. I will show you the finished product soon. Alright, my friends, how does it look? I know the ribs are tender because when I pulled one rib off, it fell in half, so definitely tender. I'll let you know how it tastes.